Hello everyone. If you want to become a front-end developer, one of the biggest questions you might have is, what should I learn first? Should you start with JavaScript? Should you learn frameworks like React or Angular? Or should you start with HTML and CSS? The front-end ecosystem is big and many beginners feel confused about where to begin. In this video, I will walk you through a complete front-end developer roadmap, step by step, so you know exactly what to learn. We will cover how the internet works, core web programming language, version control, package managers, front-end frameworks, AI tool for development, code quality tool, and web API. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to becoming a front-end developer in 2026 and beyond. Let's start with the foundation. Number 1. Internet fundamental. Before writing any code, it is important to understand how the internet works. Every website you visit, whether it is social media, e-commerce, or new, works through communication between your browsers and the server. Let's break this down. When you type a website address into your browser, for example, google.com, your browser sends a request to a server somewhere in the world. Servers process the request and send back a response, usually maintain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Your browser then renders the response as a website. Browsers like Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox act as the client, while the website server sends the data. This communication happens through a protocol called HTTP, which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP defines how data is transferred between the browsers and the server. There are different types of HTTP requests such as GET, retrieve data, post send data, put update data, and delete remove data. Understanding HTTP helps front-end developers interact with backend services and APIs. Another important concept is domain name. A domain name is a human-friendly address of a website. For example, google.com, youtube.com. Behind the scenes, domain names are translated into IP addresses which identify servers on the internet. This translation happens through the domain name system or DNS. Understanding this fundamental helps you understand how the web works before writing code. Number 2. Basic web programming language. Now let's talk about the core language of front-end development. Every website is built using three main technologies: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is the structure of a web page. HTML defines elements like headings, paragraph, image, buttons, and links. Without HTML, a web page has no structure. Think of HTML as the skeleton of a website. Next is CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheet. CSS controls the appearance of a web page. It allows you to style things like color, fonts, layout, spacing, and responsive. CSS transforms a simple HTML page into a visually appearing website. Modern front-end development often uses frameworks like Tailwind CSS. Tailwind is a utility-first CSS framework that helps developers build design quickly. Instead of writing custom CSS form, you use predefined classes directly in HTML. For example, you can add spaces, colors, and layout style directly in the markup. This makes development faster and keeps style consistent. Next comes the most important language for front-end developer is JavaScript. JavaScript makes website interactive. With JavaScript, you can create animation, validate form, update content dynamically, call API, and build complex application. Popular platforms like Facebook and YouTube rely heavily on JavaScript. As applications become larger, managing JavaScript code becomes harder. This is where TypeScript comes in. TypeScript is a type version of JavaScript. It helps developers catch errors early, improve code readability, and build large-scale applications. Modern frameworks now support or recommend TypeScript. Learning TypeScript is a big advantage for front-end developers. Number 3. Version control and code hosting. When working on projects, developers need a system to track changes in code. This is where version control comes in. The most widely used version control system today is Git. Git allows developers to track code changes, collaborate with other developers, and revert to previous version of code Developers usually store their repository on platforms like GitHub and GitLab. This platform allows teams to collaborate, reuse codes, and manage projects efficiently. For front-end developers, Git is an essential skill. Number 4. Package managers. Modern web applications or web developments rely heavily on external libraries and tools. Instead of writing everything from scratch, developers install packages from online registry. Package Manager helps manage these dependencies. The most common one is npm, which comes with Node.js. Another popular package managers include Jan and Buns. Package managers allow you to install tools like frameworks, UI libraries, and testing tools. They make development faster and more efficient. Number 5. Front-end framework. Once you understand JavaScript, the next step is learning a front-end framework. Frameworks have developers build complex applications faster. Let's look at some popular ones. React is one of the most popular front-end libraries in the world. It was created by Facebook. React allows developers to build user interface using reusable components. For full-stack compatibility, developers often use Next.js. Next.js adds features like server-side rendering, routings, and performance optimization. Another popular framework is Vue.js. Vue is known for being beginner-friendly and flexible. Developers who want server-side rendering and advanced features can use Nuxt.js. Vue and Nuxt are widely used in many modern web applications. Another powerful framework is Angular. Angular is maintained by Google. It is a full-featured framework designed for building large-scale enterprise applications. Angular includes built-in features such as routing, state management, and dependency injection. Many large companies use Angular for complex systems. Number 6. AI in development. AI is transforming the way developers write code. Today, many developers use AI tools to improve productivity. For example, AI can help with code review, refactoring, debugging, and generating code. Popular AI coding assistants include GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and Cloud Code. These tools can suggest code, explain errors, and speed up development. However, developers should still understand the fundamentals and not rely completely on AI. Number 7. Linters and formatters. Maintaining clean and consistent code is very important. This is where linters and formatter come in. A popular formatter is Prettiers. Prettiers automatically format code so that it follows a consistent style. Another essential tool is ESLint. ESLint analyzes your code and detects potential errors or bad practices. Using this tool helps teams maintain high code quality. Number 8. Web APIs. Finally, front-end developers need to work with web APIs. APIs allow your front-end application to communicate with back-end services, for example, fetching user data, submitting forms, and retrieving product information. JavaScript provides tools like the Fetch API to send HTTP requests. Many websites rely on API to display dynamic content. For example, applications like Spotify or YouTube load data from API to update content in real time. Learning how to work with APIs is essential for building modern web applications. Let's quickly summarize the front-end developer roadmap. First, understand the internet and HTTP. Second, learn the core web language, HTML, CS, and JavaScript. Third, learn version control with Git. Fourth, understand package managers. Fifth, learn a front-end framework like React, Vue, or Angular. Then explore AI tool, code quality tool, and web APIs. Front-end development is constantly evolving, but if you follow this roadmap and build real project, you will develop strong skills. Thanks for watching.